Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome to my channel if you're new here.
1, 2, 3.
So today we've got another girl talk. I did one of these at the beginning of lockdown, so what is that now, like 3 months ago, and it went down super well and I really liked it. So I'm gonna do a new one, but this time I'm gonna do a disclaimer first. Obviously I don't really know what I'm talking about in most of these subjects. I am not a doctor, I am not a professional in any sort of way about any topic. So anything I say, let's take it with a light heart. From my advice, my experience, I'm only talking, obviously, like I said, not professional. I don't know any of the right answers, but here's some advice. As always, I've not actually really read through these, but this is my favourite way to do it because I can just pick whatever I want to talk about there and then. I think I'm going to start with this one because this one's quite funny. What is the right age to wear a thong? P.S. Love you so much. I love you. I think this one's funny because me and my friends were literally talking about this the other day and we seem to all remember like when we first got our first thong or like when we asked our mum for our first thong. And mine was like really, like not random, but just so chill. For Christmas, my mum always used to get me, you know, Gilly Hicks, the 5 for £25 like knickers. I can't remember how many she got me. I think she got me like 15. Basically a load of underwear. And in it was like one thong. I literally still have that thong. And this was about 7 years ago. Now how old am I now? 19. About, oh my god, as if I'm 19. About 7 years ago. So amongst all the underwear, she picked up a thong. And I was like, oh my god, like this is really awkward. This is really embarrassing. I'm pretty sure I was in year 7. And I waited like all day. And then I think it was the next day I went up to her and I was like, Mum, did you like mean to buy this? And like she almost kind of laughed. Like my mum thought it was such like a chill thing. I didn't realise it was like a thing to like get your first like thong. She was just like, well, it's just knickers, like you have to wear it with some things so you don't see your knickers. Like she really did not see it as a big deal. And I was like, did you mean to buy this? And she literally laughed and she was like, well, I didn't like pick up a thong like, oh, get a thong, but like, yeah, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like she didn't make a conscious decision like, I'm gonna buy you a thong. She just like picked it up in the underwear and like didn't think much of it. And I was like, oh okay, cool. So mine was really chill. And then I went to Primark and bought three more. But I don't think that is a right age. I think kind of like, probably because my mum's seen it like this, I see it like this, like it's just underwear. I get some parents will probably see it as like a bit sexual, a bit like provocative, but I don't think that's a right age. Maybe have a little chat with your mum, see what she thinks. She might like think a different way about it. She might think it's just underwear. She might just think you're too young to be wearing underwear like that. So yeah, just have a chat with your mum. But as for the right age, like I'm not too sure. There isn't a right age, I don't think. You know, it might be like not like, oh my god, what age, but like you go to your first party and you're wearing a dress and you're like, oh, you can see my underwear, and your mum's probably gonna be like, oh, should we just get a thong? And then you can't see it. Do you know what I mean? Like it probably won't be a big deal. Like one of my friends said she had like a kind of like chat awkward thing about it, but the rest of us were kind of like, oh, we just kind of like bought a thong. This one's quite funny. What to do if I lose my tampon string? We have all been there. Well, if you haven't, lucky you. I feel like all you can do is just because I have a fish around. Oh, it's so awkward when this happens. I genuinely have had to sit with a mirror before. Oh, some of you are gonna think that's so gross, but like it was lost. So like I guess that's what you had to do. Have you ever seen Love Rosie? It's kind of like a that situation. If you haven't seen it, Love Rosie, they have sex and they lose the on kind of her and she has to like sit with a mirror and like hook it out. So I guess that's kind of all you can do because like how else are you gonna find it? So I really wanted to touch on this one. So it says everyone in my year has lost their virginity and is doing drugs, but I haven't even had my first boyfriend yet. I just looked at her bio and I think she's 15, and I really just wanted to touch on this one because I hate this whole idea of pressure. First, if you're in a group that's doing drugs or whatever and pressuring you to do the same, please just get out of there. Even though you think they might be your best friends, it's just really not something that you probably want to be gelling with. They're probably all doing it because they're trying to be cool in front of their other friends. So well done so far for like not giving into the pressure, it sounds like. And because I feel like when you're younger that can be really hard, even though you know the right thing to do, because you think, well, if I walk away I'm gonna have no friends, but if I do this in front of them, like I might not have any friends. So yeah, to anyone who's in a friendship group that's like this at the moment, just please either try and talk to them if you do feel you're really close, or it's probably best just to remove yourself. But onto the pressure of virginity, I think there's absolutely no pressure. I mean, I get why young people do, but like virginity is such like a personal thing, and I don't think anyone should feel any pressure to do it or to not do it. I know people that lost their virginity when they were literally 13. I know people that are now like 20 and still haven't lost their virginity. I think it's really hard because all you can say is like don't feel pressure and like you're gonna do it when the time is right or when you're legal or you know when you're safe and comfortable. Like all these things are really important, so don't just do it because you feel pressure, because you're most likely gonna regret it and it's not something that you really want to regret. And it's just something that you want to do, you know, when the time's right, with the right person, when you're safe, when you're comfortable, hopefully when you're legal. So yeah, just really don't feel any pressure. And if they are pressuring you, especially with the whole drugs element, I would try your hardest to just distance, and then eventually, hopefully you'll find a new group of friends. How to know how many other girls he's talking to? Ask him. No, if you're talking to someone, I think you might need to, obviously, I don't know, if you're talking like a week, a month, a year, couple of months, a day. I think it's quite obvious when boys are talking to other girls. Well, I don't know, but like if they're not replying fast or if they don't seem that interested, that is maybe an indicator. But I would straight up, if you've been talking to someone for a while, just be like, hey look, you are like just like talking to me, right? Like you're not talking to anyone else. Is this like going the same way that I think it is for you? And yeah, just ask. Like if you're actually like becoming a thing with someone, I think you just need to ask, and you should be reassured. Like if you're saying things and you're going out for dates, like not all boys are bad, you know, like he's probably not talking to other girls. Shaving tips, men's razor, that's all I'm gonna say. Someone said, what's the oldest age that I would go for? My Tinder's set to 23 but I do think that's a little bit old. I think the oldest I would go is 21 or 22. Even 22 sounds old, but that's only 3 years older than me. I think it sounds old because I've got a brother that's 21, so I think I would like find it weird if I was with someone older than him. But realistically, I don't think 22 is that old because it's like first year and third year. I don't think I'd go 23, even though my Tinder is set to 23. I think like 22 is probably the oldest. Ooh, the boy I'm speaking to still texts his ex. What should I do? I think you need to like find out. I'm sure you know, are they still friends or are they talking in like a flirty way, getting back together way? If they're still friends, obviously this is really hard because I don't know most of these situations, but you kind of need to assess the situation. How long were they together? Were they friends before they got together and they're still trying to still be friends, or like were they together a really long time so they want to stay friends? I think you also need to like really trust him. Obviously if he's been really flirty or whatever, I would literally say like sack it off. I don't like giving boys a second chance, you know. If they fucked you over, they fucked you over. Yeah, I think obviously find out the situation. How are they texting? And if they are just like friends, obviously that's really, really hard. And a lot of girls would disagree with me, but I don't think you should like tell boys who they can and can't be friends with, even if it is an ex, because you should trust him enough that he loves you now, and an ex is an ex for a reason as well, remember. So if they are just friends, there's clearly something they don't like about each other to not like go out with each other. That's why they broke up in the first place. Yeah, I'm just a big advocate of like not like telling people what to do, who to be friends with, even if it is an ex. I think you should trust him more than you like don't trust her, if you know what I mean. But then obviously if they're like being really flirty and stuff, like I said, then just like have a conversation with it and maybe like sack him off. Do you ever get drunk calls from guys when you wouldn't expect them? No, I get zero male attention, especially like on nights out or when like we're drunk. Like I get no and like I'd like to say I don't mind, but you know, sometimes it'd be nice in a club, someone's show a little bit of interest. I definitely do not get drunk texts or drunk calls from any guys. I just dropped my phone. Boys replying to you one day and leaving you unread the next. Boys and their games. I don't really know why I'm saying this because I don't really know advice, but yeah, shit in it. No, I think, you know what, even when boys do this to me now, I don't actually care. I think you need to be secure in yourself to know that like you've not done anything and like it's not a personal thing. That's the thing, like when it happens to me I kind of just laugh, like oh whatever, doesn't matter, because I just feel quite like secure in myself. Like I know I'm funny, like if anyone wants a jokes conversation, hit me up. So yeah, I think just kind of like, you know, accept that like they're just a boy being stupid and they were bored and wanted to talk to someone, and it's not a personal thing. They probably didn't want a relationship, they just wanted to chat, and maybe they wanted some nudes, and hopefully they didn't get them. Someone said thoughts on OnlyFans. So me and my brothers touched on this in our Ask My Brothers Uncomfortable questions. I am not here to judge anyone's life decisions or jobs or the way they earn money. I think if you're confident enough, safe enough, like whatever, like you do you. If you're feeling quite vulnerable and stuff, like obviously it's not the best thing to maybe be doing if your confidence can be knocked quite easy, and if you want to go into like a more professional job. Obviously it has its like downfalls and whatever, but as a whole I'm not going to sit here and shame people that do OnlyFans, because like you do you. It is not my life. If that's the way you want to earn money, if that's what you want to do, like you go. Like you must have so much confidence. I literally admire it. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion. Like you do you, but obviously just remember that it can have its downfalls, and that's pretty much like all I have to say. Oh, how to stay safe while clubbing. Always keep an eye on your drink. and make sure you're not going home alone, or if you're in Ubers, like always make sure you're with people. It's kind of like what I would say. Just kind of make sure you're never alone and you've always got an eye on your drink, and you should be fine. Really. Okay, this is similar again. Like, I just wanted to show, you know, you're not alone. There's a lot of people with these. A lot of people are sending questions like this one. This one says, I'm 18 and I've never kissed anyone. What's wrong with me? That nothing is wrong with you. Like I said, I literally go to uni with people who had their first kiss at 12, and then there's literally 21-year-olds that I know at uni who have still not had a kiss. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you. You've just never been in a situation or with someone or spoke to someone that you have had that opportunity to do so, and there's actually nothing wrong with that, which is why I wanted to include this one. Like, so many of these questions are, I haven't done this, like I feel a lot out, all of my friends are doing this. Like, it doesn't matter what other people in your life are doing. You've just got to be comfortable with what you're doing and go at your own pace. Like, life is so long. You've got ages to have your first kiss. You don't have to have it at 18, 15, 12, 20, 25. Like it's a kiss. Who cares? I feel like once you're past the age, obviously this girl sadly is like 18 and feels that way, but I feel like once you're past the age of like 16 and stuff, like it doesn't really, no one's like, oh, have you had your first kiss? Oh, have you had sex? Like, no one really cares anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, it took us ages, like, and with some of my friends at uni, to find out if they had had a kiss, if they hadn't had sex, if they have had sex. And because people just don't really care. It doesn't really say much about you, I don't think. Like, it really doesn't matter. Oh, someone said advice for my first date not to be awkward. Oh my god, I hate dates. Oh, I hate the idea of dates. Like, if someone's like, oh, do you want to go on a date? I'm like, oh, the thought of it makes me so nervous. I'm probably not the best for that, to advise you on that. Because I'm the type of person, I will try and talk and talk and talk until someone tells me to shut up. So I probably scare anyone I talk to away because I don't shut up. But I think just really be yourself, you know, relax. They're in the same boat as well. Because you have to think as well, you're going on a date and you're scared, obviously it's going to be silent and you're going to be awkward, but they're thinking the same thing. So they're going to try and talk to you as much as they can, and you're going to try and talk as much as you can. And like, after the first like literally 10 minutes, conversation will just flow, because you have to remember you're both in the same boat. Like, he's not going to come and not talk, or she's not going to come and not talk. Like, you're both on your first date, so you're both going to try and talk and impress each other. So just don't stress, like, take it easy, okay? Dates are fun. And then we're gonna end on this one. So someone said, is being sad for no reason sometimes weird, or is it normal? It's very normal, you know, especially if you're a girl with your monthly cycle and just all your hormones. I think it's really normal. I literally get sad all the time for literally no reason. So yeah, sadly it's very normal, especially if you're a girl and you're on your period. That is our life. So don't feel like it's weird, but obviously if you're sad for a prolonged amount of time, or you're always getting sad, just go and see your doctor, speak to someone, because it might be just more than that. But it's definitely normal to get sad for no reason every couple of weeks or whatever. Because like I said, we are all girls here. Well, there might be boys watching. If they are, hey, how you doing? But yeah, it is very, very normal for a girl. But as I said, if it's ongoing or you're finding yourself sad, a lot of the time, make sure you speak to someone you trust, or go and speak to a doctor or a counsellor, or yeah, someone a bit more professional that can give you some proper advice. So I'm gonna leave that here. I think I've been filming for about 20 minutes, so hopefully we've got a good video out of this. I hope you guys have liked this one. I feel like this was a bit more PG, a bit more chatty, just me really just talking about myself for about 20 minutes. Hopefully there's some good advice in there though. If there's not, I'm sorry, let me know and I'll do another one. I'm actually doing a giveaway on my Instagram at the moment for all of these necklaces, and then another earring and necklace set, so make sure you go over to my Instagram and enter that. The giveaway closes on Monday, so I think it's Thursday when you're watching this, so yeah, go over there and be quick. But I think that's all I have to say. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe down below, leave me a nice little comment, and yeah, I hope you have the best day ever. Make sure you're all staying safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.